All right, what's going on, everybody? My name is Wyatt Bryson, field staffer at Servicide, and today we're going to be going over to my farm. We're going to be hanging a new trail camera. I've got to actually swap a camera out. I've got one that went bad, had some trouble with them, so we're actually going to be trying out a new camera. We got some Moultrie Edge 3s that we just picked up, so we're going to be hanging one of those, trying that out. And I'm also going to be freshening up a mock scrape that I've had in for about a month and a half. May even make another one. So I'm going to take you guys along, show you my process, how I hang my cameras, how I set them up, and how I make a mock scrape. There's a million ways to skin a cat, but this is just how I do it. So follow along and let's get it done. All right, so here we've got our Moultrie Edge 3. This is a solar panel combo. I love running solar panels. It's going to eliminate the need for a ton of AA batteries, but especially it's not such a big deal here like on this farm that I'm going to because it's local, but farms in out-of-state areas, these are a game changer because you're not having to go up and change batteries all the time. Like I said, this is the first Moultrie camera that I've used. I'm switching up from another brand, so I'll probably have a review on this in the next few weeks after we see how it does. But we're just going to pull it out of the box. I've actually already had this out because I went ahead and charged up the solar panel. So you got your camera. Want to make sure that we get our cord for our solar panel. We got our cord for our solar panel. We're going to take our tree straps, but I'm probably not going to use them. I don't love tree straps. I'll show you what I'm going to use. So there's our panel. So right here is the bracket that we're going to be using to actually hang this camera. This is a Cabela's brand trail cam bracket. Super easy to use. Now obviously this is only going to apply to private land because it is a screw in. So there's other options. Obviously your tree strap that comes with all cameras is going to be your cheapest option on public land or somewhere you don't want to screw into the trees. But this just screws in. I love it because you can screw it in at any angle that you want. It comes with a stud and a washer, and you just sandwich your camera, screw it right on there, and you can spin it, tilt it, do whatever you need to do with it. You can get a 3-pack of these for like $11, so go check them out. You can't beat them for the price. So put it back. We're on our way to our spot where we're going to be changing this camera, setting this mock scrape up, freshening one up. Should have probably already had this done, but I've been super busy lately, so I just want to get them freshened up while I've got a chance. Tomorrow is Thanksgiving, and it is probably going to be one of the best days that we've had this year so far. Been looking at the weather for the last 2 weeks, just waiting to make sure that this was going to hold. But just for reference, it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon right now, and it's 70 degrees outside. It's supposed to be 31 at sunrise in the morning, so we've got a 40-degree temperature drop, and it's been warm for probably 2 weeks here. So we've got a huge cold front pushing in that was much needed. Bucks are just now getting to where they're really seeking here, so that's going to be perfect. We had some rain yesterday, supposed to have some more rain tonight, and it's going to shut off about an hour before daylight tomorrow. So we are dropping 40 degrees. It's going to quit raining tonight, and the pressure is rising. So all the makings of a great day on paper. Hopefully it's as good as I think it's going to be, but definitely want to get in here, get these scrapes freshened up, Maybe we'll catch a buck slipping through tomorrow, checking these scrapes. Had a good bit of activity over here up to this week, and then I don't really know what happened because, like I said, my camera's dead in this spot, so not sure what's been in there and what hasn't. So want to be up to date. I know it's not going to make a huge difference seeing what we get on camera tonight. We're going to sit it in the morning one way or the other, but still excited just to see what happens. I definitely want to make sure that I don't make a bunch of scent going in and out of here. Anytime I come into one of these spots, I'll always put on my rubber boots, tuck my pants in, spray down, try my best not to touch anything that I don't have to touch when I'm doing this stuff. A lot of times I will actually just drive my truck or my side-by-side right into where I'm going, but probably not going to do that today just because I am planning on hunting it in the morning. Just going to try to slip in there, be quiet, not leave a scent trail, and go from there. Walking down into this spot. I'm going to try to be fairly quiet while I'm doing this, just because I have been seeing a pretty good amount of midday activity. Luckily, the wind is perfect to be coming in here right now. It is blowing straight out of the northwest, which is away from where the deer bed in here. So hopefully it won't spook anything or have anything sent us while we're in here. Yeah, just gotta walk down into this plot. I've got a feeder down here, and that's actually probably where I'm gonna put the cameras, on this feeder instead of on this scrape. The scrape is more just to get the bucks to cruise through here and create a little bit better shot opportunity. But as far as just inventorying the deer that are in here, I like the camera being on the feeder pretty good. As you can see, the bucks have been in here. That's a fresh rub that wasn't here about a week ago. So they've been here, and I just didn't know about it because, like I said, this camera's not working. So just gonna kind of walk this field edge and see. There's probably some more rubs right in here if I had to guess. So I'll give a little rundown of kind of how this field works. So all of the bedding is back here behind me, and most of the does come out right here, but they will also come out. They've got trails all through here. They'll swing around here and they'll come out. But what the bucks do is a little bit different. The bucks will swing all the way back through this stuff back here, come all the way around, and they will pop out in that roadbed back there to try to get downwind. We normally have a northwest wind over here, which is blowing right back up towards that road. And the bucks will typically circle around and try to get downwind of this field so that they can, sit check does, sit check danger. And so what I like to do is put my mock scrape in at the top side of this field, where if they circle downwind of it, they'll catch that scent. And what I've seen them do in the past is usually one of two things. They'll either continue to circle around and they'll come just over my left shoulder out of the stand we've got up here, or they'll come right down the road and give you a shot at 5 yards. So that's the way I like to do it. First things first, we're gonna get this camera changed out and then we'll go make a scrape. Yeah, that camera was completely not working. Don't know what happened to it. That specific camera's actually only been in this spot for about 2 months because the last one that was in here went bad as well. Same brand camera. I've been running those cameras for 3 years. That brand, never had any problems out of them until this year. And I think that's the 4th one that's gone bad now. So we swapped brands. We're going to hang this Moultrie Edge 3. See if we can have some better luck out of it. So here's our mount. What I like to do is go ahead and mount the camera on the mount so I can see what I'm working with. All you have to do is take this adapter, screw that right in there. Now we're going, and then so you thread your stud all the way down in there, and then you spin this part to tighten up your plate. But we've got this one offset because we're running the solar panel, and that's going to plug in right here. So once I've got that, I can figure out what angle I want this thing. I like to put them up a little higher if I can. So I'm going to put it up a little bit higher and just tilt it slightly down. And once you've got it in there, you pull it down a little bit. Okay. This bracket comes with the Moultrie solar panels. It's just going to slide right in here. Push it until it clicks in. If you ever go to take this back, just pop that tab and it'll slide right back out. I'm using a tree strap like on this solar panel. I always like to tie up my extra strap. So the last thing you want is that strap blowing around. One, it may scare the deer, and two, it's gonna blow in front of your camera and you're gonna get a million pictures of stuff that you don't want. Now we just gotta take our cord, connect our solar panel to our camera. You always want to make sure that you put your solar panel in a place where it's going to get as much sun as possible. Right now, it's pretty easy. The sun's setting. It's coming right over this panel, so it should catch good sunlight. Now we're just gonna pop the camera face open, flip it to on, and it's gonna try to connect. So the cool thing about these Moultrie Edge 3s is they've got what's called live aim. So you go into your Moultrie app, and once it's connected, you can do start live aim, and it'll bring your view up right here so you know that you've got your camera pointed the direction you want it to be. So another cool thing about these Moultrie Edge cameras is Moultrie AI. So you can go into Smart Capture and you can set targets of what you want to get pictures and videos of. This will filter out all of your coons, squirrels, people, anything that you don't want to be having pictures and videos of so that your phone's not blowing up. So I've got mine set to only take videos of bucks and to take photos of does, and everything else it should not take a picture of, so that's going to eliminate a lot of your false triggers. All right, our camera's connected. So we're going to go into our Moultrie app. Going to scroll down to live aim. We're going to do start live aim. All right, so there's our live aim. So I don't love that. I want to move it just a little bit. All right, so there's our current live aim. We've got a good shot of the feeder. So anything that comes around that feeder, we should catch it. All right, our camera's up and running. One last thing I like to do is take some kind of cover scent where we've been touching all on this tree. And I don't want to spray my camera, but I just want to get something on this tree that's going to kind of mask that human scent that we just put on it. If you've got cedars around, you can brush the tree down, brush your camera down with a cedar. We don't have anything great right here. So I've got some buckrut from Buck Bomb. I love this stuff. Just kind of spray it around there. That's going to overpower that human scent that we left on the tree. Let's go freshen up a scrape. Right here's where we're going to make our mock scrape. I'm probably going to trim some of these limbs off just to give them a better direct licking branch. I'm going to use this there. So I'm just going to trim some of these other ones back real quick. This limb right here is going to be about perfect for a licking branch. Now, this is not the way I always do it, but in the interest of being quick and easy, we're just going to hang a scent wick. So first things first. Gotta rough the ground up. Get all the scent off of it. Now, as you can see, we've got a pretty good spot cleared out here. Luckily, we had a lot of rain the last 2 days, so the ground is real wet, which is perfect for making a scrape. That wet dirt is going to hold the scent a lot better than it would if it was really dry. So now, we're going to do two things. First, we're going to be using this Buck Bomb preorbital gland scent. So a lot of times I have seen guys that will put doe pee on their licking branch or in the tree. Don't do that. You may do that and you may see a deer come and stick his nose to it. It's not because it makes sense, it's because he's wondering why there's doe pee in a tree. The scent that you want on your licking branches is going to be preorbital gland scent. So this one is from Buck Bomb. There's several other good ones out there. So what we're going to do, we're going to hang this scent wick on what we want to do our licking branch, and we're just going to soak it down in this. Next thing we're gonna use is some scrape generator. So this is gonna be doe pee with estrus. Same thing, you just open this top. Give a generous serving of that. We're gonna take it a little further. Just put a small shot of buck right in there. These bucks, when they are checking these scrapes, if they go to pee in a scrape, if you've never seen it, they'll stand with their hind legs together and they'll pee and let it run down over their tarsal glands. You get that scent from their tarsal glands in there with it. So I don't mind mixing some buckroot in, because that's going to give it the illusion that not only a doe has peed in it, but a buck has peed in it as well. So there's your mock scrape. We've got our scrape here. We've got our licking branch there. Perfect height for him to get to. Now, we just need to slip back out of here. Hopefully we'll have something cool show up on camera tonight. I've definitely got one shooter in here. Haven't seen him in at least a week. I saw him running the doe about a week ago. But we'll be back in here in the morning for a long morning sit before Thanksgiving dinner. Other than that, we're gonna slip out of here. Try not to mess this up anymore. Sneak back in here in the morning and see if we can't punch a tag in South Carolina.